Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Commencement Exercises 2023 of the Senior High School Program of the Community of Learners School for Children. We are proud to present the candidates for graduation at the senior high school level. They are presented to us by their homeroom teachers, Maite De La Rosa, Ruth Catalbas, and Miguel Tizon.
Juliana C. Aguilar. Jean Clarice J. Alquitran. Ang Jaylin Bardon O. Jose Vito A. Cañete. Michael Vince P. Cervantes. Diana Nicole J. Cortez. Rafael Miguel Y. Cristobal. Dylan Solstice P. Puta. Mateo Laureano Y. de Los Angeles. Horacio Rafael Z. de Peralta. Alisa Gabriel T. Ford. Jacob Inigo C. Garcia. Amanda Lauren S. Yacob. Christian Guillermo T. Lahara. Gerard Paulo G. Landayan. Angelito Adrian C. Law. Willis Christian Q. Macaraig. Matt Daryl L. Mateo. Ignacio Maria Eunice O. Bianca Isabel B. Navarro. Pierce Alvid L. Nam. Ezra Ogel S. Saavedra. Joaquin Inigo S. Soriano. Daniel Ian L. Tan. Jacob F. Tan. Renzo Miguel G. Texon. Jennifer C. To. Marcus Carlo B. Urdino. Matea Sarida B. Uy. Hendrik Nicolas L. Uykintian. Caitlin Marie B. Verhel. Carissa Erika V. Panga. John Angelo E. Villanueva. Luis Andre M. Viray. Attila Hans S. Yabut. Ang lahat ay tumayo para sa pambansang awit.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhatit pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Magsipupo po ang lahat. Good afternoon, parents, relatives, and guests. Welcome to our celebration of growth, learning, and hope. Of course, the most important participants in this celebration must be upfront and center, our students. Continuing the COL tradition of collectively preparing a message on behalf of the graduating class, then choosing two representatives to speak on behalf of the graduating class, we now call on Matea Sarina Uy and John Angelo Villanueva.
Good afternoon, dear parents, family members, teachers, and classmates.
Nagagalak po namin ang inyong pagdalo sa natatanging araw ng aming pagtatapos.
Being a part of and living in our community of learners allowed us to see ourselves within an ever-widening circle of communities. From home to classrooms and school, from our nation to all of humanity. This sense of rootedness and connection made us see both our responsibility and power to bring about change. As we end a chapter and begin a new one, we take with us our faith in our dreams. A dream to better ourselves, to contribute our share to our nation and our future.
Dito sa aming paaralan, namulat ang aming kamalayan. Tinuruan kaming magtanong, magmatsyag, at maging mapanuri. Pananagutan namin ang mag-aral ng mabuti at matuto dahil kalakip nito ang pagpapatalas ng aming kakayahang makapag-isip, makapaglikha, at makahanap ng mga solusyon sa saring mga hamon at problema. Dito kami natutong manaliksik, magtimbang, pumilatis, at magdesisyon tungkol sa impormasyon mula sa paligid namin.
At no other time can we wield technology at such an elevated rate, a gift to our generation. Yet, such technological development pushes us even more to be well-informed and analytical. The deluge of misinformation and disinformation challenges us even more to use our critical thinking skills to make well-informed decisions. At a time when even historical facts can be distorted, whitewashed, even erased, we can choose to honor our identity as Filipinos by preserving our history. It is our obligation to uphold rightful values as it applies broadly, even in the realm of technology.
Inukas din ng community of learners ang maraming pagkakataon upang tuwirang pakilahok sa pagpapayaman at pagpapaunlad ng aming pamayanan. Naging malinaw na ang aming mga talento at interes ay hindi lamang para sa aming sariling pag-unlad o katanyagan. Nagkaroon ng mas makahulugang batayan ang pagpapaunlad ng aming kakayahan. Ang maibahagi ito sa kapwa tungo sa katuparan ng mga adhikain na itatakda sa loob ng iba't ibang komite na aming kinabilangan. Sa konteksto ng mga proyektong sama-sama naming binuo, sa iba't ibang asignatura at sa paghahanda ng aming mga gawain para sa mga batang naninirahan sa ibang mga pamayanan at institusyon.
To live in a community of learners is to live with compassion. Our engagement in the high school social action programs enabled us to respect, understand, and connect with people of different backgrounds. In our community of learners, there is no shame in being different. Our differences allowed us to value the uniqueness of each one. Here, we feel accepted. We were taught to be more kind, caring, and considerate of others. Being in an inclusive school makes us want the same for our own society, where we will all be given equal opportunities and access to basic and better government services in healthcare, education, and housing. We dream of a society that is fair and safe for everyone, where all can be heard without fear and will be regarded with respect. Compassion, we believe, is key to solving many problems that beset our society and the world at large. Genuine compassion and kindness can redirect our focus on more significant issues and compel people to believe and work towards a shared purpose.
Sa community of learners, pinatibay ang aming mga loob at tinuruan kami kung paano matuto. Binigyan diin ang kalidad ng aming mga gawain. Tinuruan kaming maging masinop sa pagtupad ng mga kailangan sa iba't ibang asignatura. Natuto kaming magtanong at humingi ng tulong kapag kailangan. Labis namin pinasasalamatan na tinuruan kaming magbasa at magsulat, magsaliksik at magsuri, makinig at maglahad, lumikha at magpahayag sa iba't ibang paraan.
The amount of work and degree of complexity of our tasks and projects enabled us to develop our writing and communication skills. The constructive criticism we received from our teachers and the encouragement they gave pushed us to pursue more challenging literature and assignments. We were made to review and proofread our work. Applying a growth mindset to our schoolwork was critical to our success. We learned how to learn from our mistakes. We were encouraged to take a more positive outlook towards what often may be considered setbacks. Reminders to prioritize and effectively manage our time, focus and avoid distractions, and work with self-discipline were a constant in our school life. Learning to cooperate and collaborate was also an integral and crucial element of our learning. We look forward to the next stage of our learning with eagerness and a sense of confidence that we are prepared for new challenges and experiences. To our dear parents, we thank you for all the hard work you put into ensuring we get a good education in this school. Thank you for being in our homeroom potlucks. Thank you for allowing us to go on field trips and attend school events. Thank you for paying for our food services, our school supplies, books, and our tuition fee. Thank you for bringing us to bookstores and to many other places we have learned from. To our siblings, thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for helping us deal with our anxieties. To our family, thank you for your constant support.
Sa aming mga guro, maraming salamat sa inyong paggabay. Salamat at hindi ninyo kami binitawan. Salamat sa inyong pagtityaga at turuan kami. Hindi namin makakalimutan ang inyong pagmamalasakit sa aming lahat. Salamat sa pasensya at kalinga. Salamat sa paglilinaw sa amin kung ano ang tama at ano ang mali. Naging mas panatag ang kalooban. Naging mas matibay ang prinsipyo. At sa aming mga kaibigan, maraming salamat sa ating samahan. Inuring natin ang bawat isa na parang magkakapatid. At sa lahat ng mga kuya at ate at iba pang staff ng COL, maraming salamat.
And to you, our batchmates, let us congratulate ourselves because we worked hard and persevered to reach our goal. Now, we can all be here to relish and share this precious moment. Kudos sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Matea and Jello. Homeschool partnership. That is among the key features of the School for Children from its beginnings. Your children learn more and thrive when that partnership is constructive and strong. We would like to invite Paul and Teresa Vergel, Caitlin's parents, to speak to our graduating class and our school community on behalf of parents.
Good afternoon, everybody. Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Kami po ang mga magulang ni Caitlin at bilang message from the parents ay ibabahagi na rin po namin kung paano kami napadpad sa COL.
Nagsimula po ang aming COL journey, hindi dahil kay Caitlin, kundi dahil sa kuya niyang si Aaron, na nagtapos ng senior high school dito sa COL noong 2018.
We started looking for a preschool for Aaron in April 2004. For school year 2004 and to 2005. 2004, of course, is the year most of you graduates were born. Typical of clueless young parents. Opo, wala pa po siyang puting buhok noon. Nung nagsisimula kami sa COL, we did not realize that the application period and even enrollment for school year 2004 to 2005 had already ended. Thankfully, 3 schools still accommodated us.
Beacon School in BGC, Multiple Intelligences International School, while they were still in Green Hills and COL. Beacon School, of course, was super expensive, and so was out of our coverage area. Multiple Intelligences invited Aaron for a sit-in with one of their ongoing classes, and we found out that we qualified for only one of their criteria for acceptance. Aaron had a yaya, but he had no driver and bodyguard.
Kaya eto na tayo sa bida, sa community of learners, syempre. Nalaman namin ang tungkol sa COL dahil sa article ni Rina Jimenez David sa Inquirer. Ibinahagi ni Rina ang speech na binasa ng anak niyang bunso sa high school graduation nila noong summer ng 2004 dito din sa COL. Ang tumatak sa amin ay ang sinabi ng bata na natuto sila na maging mapanuri at matuto sa sarili nilang bilis at pamamaraan. Disclaimer po, hinanap na po namin sa internet yung article na yon, pero hindi na po namin mahanap. Kaya kung may mali po kami at hindi matandaan, kasi hindi po kasalanan ni Ms. Rina Jimenez David at ng Inquirer.
Sa madaling salita po, natanggap naman si Aaron sa COL kahit sobrang late na kami nag-apply at dahil doon ay sumunod na rin nag-aral sa COL si Brian na isa pang kuya ni Caitlin at syempre nagpumilit na rin si Caitlin na dito na rin sa COL mag-aral. Nagpumilit po talaga dahil nakikita siguro niyang umuuwing masaya yung dalawang kuya niya na maraming kwento, samantalang siya ay naiiwan lang sa bahay at walang makaaway.
And so, Caitlin's journey in COL started when she joined the 3s and 4s class. Sa wakas, umabot na din tayo sa parteng magbibida na si Caitlin. Many of today's graduating class started in COL very early. Carissa and Mateo in the 2s-3s class, Nikki and Ezra in the 4s-5s class, to name a few. Kung may mali po kami at may hindi nabanggit na namang pangalan, kasalanan po ni Caitlin.
This graduating batch experienced the wrath of COVID and still came out on top. At a very young age, you have prayed for classmates and teachers who were gravely ill and thankfully recovered. Unfortunately, you also witnessed the death of people who are very close to you. Hindi na po namin babanggitin ang mga pumanaw na guro, magulang at kapatid dahil kami po ang mauunang iiyak.
As parents, we witness Caitlin's and her fellow graduates' growth from preschool to senior high school. We share COL's happiness and pride for those who had lots of completions and had to spend summers in COL and still got accepted to UP Diliman and their other college of choice. Special mention to Juliana, who got a full scholarship to Benilde. You are now off to college, to big school, to the outside world, to uncharted territories. Some of you will still be with familiar faces, and some of you will be on your own. College life and life in general will not be easier after COL. Life, in fact, will only get harder. Pero tiwala kami na ang samahang nabuo niyo sa COL ay makakatulong sa panibagong yugto ng inyong buhay. Tiwala kami na ang pagiging mapanuri ninyo ang tutulong sa inyo na mahanap at makita ang ganda ng buhay.
Lubos kaming nagpapasalamat sa mga guro at staff ng COL. Totoo pong naging second home ng mga anak namin ang COL dahil sa arugang nanggaling sa inyo. Salamat Kuya Sayas at Kuya Ariel na matagal ng bodyguards ng COL. Kasama niyo pa nga dati ang nampayapa ng si Kuya Daniel. Mga school bus driver na sina Kuya Sani, Kuya Arnold, at iba pang nalimutan na namin ang pangalan. Mga kuya at ate ng kantin dati na ang sarap ng barbecue, banana Q at turon. May mga luto pa ang kantin na habang nasa COLF ay winawalang bahala, pero pagdating sa outside world ay malalamang ang mura at ang sarap pala. Salamat Ate Ami at Ate Tina sa pagpapadala ng mga libro at pag-assist sa iba pang admin staff. Salamat Ate Excel, Ate Jing, Ate Menchu, Ate Cecil, Ate Elma, nagtaga-akap ng mga bata, lalo na nung maliliit pa sila. Maraming salamat din po sa iba pang kuya at ate na hindi na namin nakilala dahil sa COVID at malamang sa malamang ay nakalimutan naming banggitin dahil tumanda na nga po kami.
Salamat sa mga guro na hindi namin mababanggit lahat ng pangalan dahil overtime na yata kami, baka TV Patrol na. Special mention na lang kina Teacher Ina, Teacher Philip, Teacher JF, Teacher Miggy, na hindi lang teacher, kundi kabarkada pa. Mga OG na sina Teacher Jing, Teacher Maite, Teacher Marge, Teacher Joy, Teacher Mikal, Teacher Mila, Teacher Fe, Teacher Ruth, Teacher Cindy, Teacher Nancy, Teacher Mark, dagdag pa sina Teacher Yoli at Teacher Tina. Hindi lang po kayo teacher ng mga anak namin. Minahal niyo po ang mga anak namin.
At pwede bang hindi banggitin si Teacher Fanny? Teacher Fanny, kung magkakaapo po kami at kung may COLF pa noon, first choice school pa rin po namin para sa mga magiging apo namin ang COLF.
Thank you also sa mga fellow parents sa walang sawang pag-sponsor sa mga meetups at birthdays. Thank you for your unending understanding and patience. Saksi po kami sa mga na ang batch na ito ang pinakamaraming bonding, kaya po sila close.
Huling pasasalamat pa dahil ayon sa chismis, may special award daw ang aming unika iha ngayong gabi. Advance thank you po sa Best in Gorgeous Award ni Caitlin. Paalam po at hanggang sa muling pagkikita. Ciao.
Ma'am. Maraming salamat po, Mr. and Mrs. Verhel. We would now like to award the diplomas to the candidates for graduation of the senior high school level. In recognition of this partnership with us throughout your child's life and education, it has been our tradition to invite parents to accept the diploma from a representative of COLF and then for you to give it to your children. This symbolic gesture is meant to reaffirm our belief that your child's education has been a collaborative effort between your family and the staff of Community of Learners. We would like to request the parents of family members of each candidate to come on stage with your child. Teacher Jingjing Pascual, our Assistant School Director, will award the diploma to the parents, who in turn will award this to their child. Teacher Jingjing will be assisted by Teacher Maite de la Rosa, High School Coordinator and Homeroom Teacher. Angelique A. Acurantes. Juliana C. Aguilar. Juliana will be receiving an academic award in the visual arts. This is given to Juliana C. Aguilar, who has consistently strived for excellence and high academic standards, demonstrated exceptional interest, competence, and achievement in the visual arts, given during the commencement exercises of Community of Learners School for Children on the 3rd of July in San Juan City, Philippines. Jean Clarice J. Alquitran. Jadine Mardon O. Ang. Jose Vito A. Cañete. Achievement Award in the Performing Arts Dance and Student Leadership Award Performing Arts Committee is given to Jose A. Vito Cañete, who has consistently demonstrated interest, persistence, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community. He has also demonstrated exemplary leadership in the Performing Arts Committee. He took the initiative and assumed a hard-working stance for every undertaking, whether big or small, visible or invisible, to the rest of the school. Mikhail Vince A. Cervantes, P. Cervantes. Vince, smile. Siana Nicole J. Cortez.
Nikki will be receiving the Academic Excellence Award for consistently striving for excellence and achieving high academic standards, demonstrating exceptional interest, competence, and outstanding achievements across all areas of the school curriculum.
Rafael Miguel Y. Cristobal. Dylan Solstice P. Kutab. Mateo Laureano Y. de Los Angeles. Academic Award in Multimedia and Visual Arts, Achievement Award in the Performing Arts Dance, and Student Leadership Award Community Partnership Committee is given to Mateo Laureano Y. de Los Angeles, who has consistently strived for excellence and high academic standards, demonstrated exceptional interest, competence, and achievements in the visual arts, consistently demonstrated interest, persistence, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. He has also demonstrated exemplary leadership in the Community Partnership Committee. He took the initiative and assurance and assumed a hard-working stance for every undertaking, whether big or small, visible or invisible, to the rest of the school. Horacio Rafael Z. de Peralta. Achievement Award in the Performing Arts Dance is given to Horacio Rafael Z. de Peralta, who has consistently demonstrated interest, persistence, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. Alisa Gabriel T. Ford. Jacob Inigo C. Garcia. Maria Eunice O. Ignacio. Achievement Award in the Performing Arts, Dance, and Theater Arts and Band elective is given to Maria Eunice O. Ignacio, who has demonstrated interest, self-discipline, and shared exceptional talents in the Performing Arts, Dance, and Theater Arts and Band elective. Amanda Lauren S. Jacob. Academic Award in the Visual Arts and Student Leadership Awards Artist Pool is given to Amanda Lawrence S. Jacob, who has consistently strived for excellence and high academic standards, demonstrated exceptional interest, competence, and achievements in the visual arts. She has also demonstrated exemplary leadership in the Artist Pool Committee. She took the initiative and assumed a hard-working stance for every undertaking, whether big or small, visible or invisible to the rest of the school. Christian Guillermo T. Lahara. Gerard Paulo G. Landayan. Willis Christian Q. Macaraig. Academic Award in Music, Composition and Performance is given to Willis Christian Q. Macaraig, who has consistently strived for excellence and high academic standards, demonstrated exceptional interest, competence, self-discipline, and achievements in music, composition, and performance. Angelito Adrian C. Lo. Matt Daryl L. Mateo. Bianca Isabel V. Navarro. Achievement Award in the Performing Arts Dance is given to Bianca Isabel V. Navarro, who has consistently demonstrated interest, persistence, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. Pierce Aldrin L. Nang. Smile, Pierce. Carissa Erica V. Panga.
Carissa is receiving the Academic Excellence Award for consistently striving for excellence and achieving high academic standards, demonstrating exceptional interest, competence, and outstanding achievements across all areas of the school curriculum. She has also demonstrated interest, self-discipline, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts, dance, with the school community as a member of the COL dance team.
Ezra Robel S. Saavedra. Joaquin Inigo S. Soriano. Daniel Ian L. Tan. Jacob F. Tan. Renzo Miguel G. Texon. Jennifer C. To. Marcus Carlo B. Urhino. Matea Sarina B. Uy. Kendrick Nicolas L. Uyquintian. Caitlin Marie B. Verhel.
Caitlin is receiving the Academic Excellence and Student Leadership Award for Community Partnership Committee for consistently striving for excellence and achieving high academic standards, demonstrating exceptional interest, competence, and outstanding achievements across all areas of the school curriculum. She also generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts, dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. In the Community Partnership Committee, she took the initiative and assumed a hard-working stance for every undertaking, whether big or small, visible or invisible to the rest of the school.
John Angelo E. Villanueva. Achievement Award in Sports, Basketball, and the Performing Arts Dance is given to John Angelo E. Villanueva for striving for excellence in sports, demonstrating interest, self-discipline, and outstanding competence, adhering to rules of fair play in competition, engaging collaboratively in team sports, and in doing so, has served as an outstanding and exemplary representative of the school. He has also demonstrated interest, self-discipline, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. Luis Andre M. Viray. Achievement Award in the Performing Arts Dance is given to Luis Andre M. Viray, who has consistently demonstrated interest, persistence, and generously shared exceptional talents in the performing arts dance with the school community as a member of the COL dance team. And last but not the least, Attila Hans S. Yabut. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 graduates of the senior high school program. Congratulations. For the past years, we have presented awards that were based on specific criteria developed by a committee composed of teachers and administrators. These individual student awards are consistent with the theoretical and philosophical underpinnings of our educational program: whole child development, multiple intelligences, brain and neuroscience-informed instruction and inclusion. COLF, as a pioneer of inclusive education, believes in the need for broader criteria to be applied in giving special recognition to students who exert the extra efforts and demonstrate the commitment to further nurture their gifts and intelligences, and in the process are able to achieve outstanding work or demonstrate excellence in their respective areas of strength. I would like to call on Teacher Fanny de Los Angeles Bautista, our school director, to present the awards to some of our students.
Every time we discuss the awards, special awards, one of the questions we go back to is a question that we tried to answer and constantly answer when we were starting Community of Learners almost 40 years ago. What kind of people do we want? What is the society that we want for ourselves and our children and our grandchildren? So this award represents kind aspiration for the kind of people we believe will help make society better and build better communities and a better world for all of us. Iginagawad ang Batang COL Award tong araw na to sa dalawang estudyante. Ang una, tatawagin ko ang mga guro para magbigay sa kanya ng award. Teacher Cindy, Teacher Anto, Teacher Jing. Samahan niyo ako para kilalanin at igawad ito kay Maria Eunice Ignacio. Pagkilala sa kanya bilang mag-aaral na kumakatawan sa mga simulain at adhikain na itinataguyod ng Community of Learners sa pamamagitan ng kanyang ipinakitang bukal na pagbabahagi ng sarili sa kanyang mga angking talino at kakayahang lalong-lalo na sa pakikilahok at pagsasanay sa musika at sining sa pagganap. Ang taimtim niyang hangari na mapaunlad ang sarili, matuto at maging kapakipakinabang sa pamayanan ay nagbunga ng aktibo at walang pantid na pakikilahok niya sa mga gawain at pagtatanghal ng Band Elective at Performing Arts Committee sa maraming taon. Matyaga, masipag, pursigidong matuto at tapat na nakisalimuha sa guro at mga kasama sa Band Elective. Dahil sa kanyang natutunan at sa pagmamahal sa sining, hindi niya inalintan ang anumang balakid upang matupad ang pangarap niyang maitanghal nilang mga kamag-aral sa SEPAD. Ang ilang tagpo mula sa dulang ang larawan ni Nick Joaquin, isa sa ating bantog na manunulat. Ito ay patunay sa maaaring maabot ng pagsisikap, tiwala sa sarili at sa mga guro kapwa mag-aaral. Pinatotoo niya ang kahulugan ng pagbabahagi at pakikipagtulungan sa loob ng isang pamayanan. Isa siyang tunay na inspirasyon para sa mga mag-aaral at mga guro. Salamat, Naisi. Tulungan mo bumaba to. Tinatawag ko si Teacher JF, Teacher Maite, Teacher Ruth, para tulungan akong igawad ang isa pang batang COL, para kay John Angelo Villanueva, pagkilala sa kanya bilang mag-aaral na kumakatawan sa mga simulain at adhikain na itinataguyod ng Community of Learners sa pamamagitan ng kanyang ipinakitang pag-unlad patungo sa pagpapamalas ng tiwala sa sarili at pagkukusang maglingkod sa anumang paraang abot ng kanyang makakaya. Kanyang pinatotoo ang mahahalagang pagbabago na maaring maganap sa isang taong bukas matuto, nagsusumikap at nagtitiwala sa sarili at sa kapwa. Dahil sa pagnanasan niyang matuto, hinarap niya ang anumang balakid o hirap na naranasan ng pagtatyaga, disiplina at sipag. Buo ang naging pagtitiwala niya sa paaralan at sa mga gurong gumagabay. Kalaunan natutunan niyang mas magtaya at aktibong makilahok sa iba pang mga programa sa paaralan gaya ng dance team, basketball varsity team, community partnership committee. Naging sensitibo rin si Jello sa mga pangangailangan ng mga kapwa mag-aaral at kusa niyang hinahandog ang kanyang pakikipagkaibigan at paggabay sa sino mang nangangailangan nito. Hindi nagdalawang isip si Jello tumulong o humanap ng konkretong mga hakbang bilang tugon sa iba't ibang uri ng paghamon sa loob at labas ng klase. Bukas, taos-puso't mapakumbaba siyang nakikipag-ugnayan, nakinig, natuto sa mga guro tungkol sa mga paniniwala at prinsipyo niyang taglay. Maliwanag sa mga naging talakayan na taglay ni Jello sa kanyang puso ang wagas na pagnanasang makaambag sa pagbabago ng lipunan. Isa siyang tunay na inspirasyon para sa mga mag-aaral at mga guro. Salamat, Jello. Ito, wala yung word.
One of the most important lessons we strive to teach your children is to express their gratitude for all the blessings they receive and for the people who care for them. Doing so in ways that involve personal effort makes it more meaningful. This expression of love and gratitude and the joy of sharing their talents are the context for the traditional performance by graduating classes of COL from the very first years. We want our graduates to take the opportunity to show their appreciation and gratitude for the many years of love and support you have given. Restoring the COL tradition of every graduating batch preparing an original composition that they worked on during their music class. Here are the 2023 senior school students to sing their original composition. This will be followed by their dance. Dance for physical well-being and for self-expression has been a part of your children's lives, whether online or hybrid. May I call on the graduates of the senior high school level.
Te bloqueé de Insta, pero por otra cuenta veo tus historias. Tu número lo borré. No sé pa' qué si me lo sé de memoria. Me hiciste daño y así te extraño. Y aunque sé que un día te voy a olvidar, aún no lo hago, es complicado. Todo lo que hicimos me gusta recordar. Ando manejando por las calles que me besaste, oyendo las canciones que un día me dedicaste. Te diría que volvieras, pero eso no se pide. Mejor le pido a Dios que me cuide. hice por ti, ojalá te enamores. Te da lo mismo que me hiciste a mí. Tú me enseñaste a no amar a cualquiera, y también como no quiero que me quieran. No, éramos tres, era una relación de dos. No te perdono, pídele perdón a Dios. Dije que te olvidé y la verdad es que yo ando manejando por la calle que me besaste, oyendo las canciones que un día me dedicaste. Te diría que volvieras, pero eso no se pide. Mejor le pido a Dios que me cuide, porque ando manejando por la calle que me besaste, oyendo las canciones que un día me dedicaste. Te diría que volvieras, pero eso no se pide. Mejor le pido a Dios que me cuide.
Yo no quiero bailar merengue, tampoco quiero bachata. El reggaetón ni me lo menciones, porque más salsa es lo que falta. La salsa rica del gran combo, de Di Palmieri, Héctor Lavoe. La salsa dura de la excelencia, esa es la salsa que traigo yo. Yo lo que quiero es bailar salsa, salsa la más. Salsa la más, salsa la más. Yo lo que quiero es bailar salsa, salsa la más. Salsa la más, salsa la más. Ahí nada más. Y dice salsa, sabor y rumba. Salsa es lo que quiero yo. Salsa, sabor y rumba. Salsa es lo que quiero yo. La rica salsa que yo les traigo tiene su toque especial. No se puede comparar con esos ritmos pasajeros. Salsa, sabor y rumba. Salsa es lo que quiero yo. Oiga, lo bailan en el mundo entero, con cadencia y con esmero. Y los bailadores piden más timbal para los rumberos. Salsa, sabor y rumba. Salsa es lo que quiero yo.
'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. And let's go! 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey! Shine through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, whoa. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite. Shine through the city with a little funky soul. fire, set the night light. And let's go! 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey! Shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite.
Thank you, graduates. That was one very energetic dance. I would like to call on Teacher Fanny for some special messages to everyone.
Good afternoon. Thank you to our graduates. Bagay sa inyo, from Latin to BTS. But that really represents your repertoire, right? In dance. Okay. So, Teacher Nato, start with, okay. Let me start with this. This slide is the last paragraph I wrote in a chapter 3 of this book called School is Life, a source book on progressive education. And of all the schools that were asked to contribute to that book, COLF was the only one in a position to have this conclusion, where in the world are the COL alumni, at the time that we wrote it. Okay, and I realized after I wrote it that it was an abecedarian, and I will ask COLF students later on to make it into a true blue abecedarian poem someday. It all just started with a list in my mind of real faces and real people, and simply scrolling through my feed to recall where the COLF alumni were and what they were doing. So I had it from A to W. And I know there are 2 people who've told me that they are considering working with animals, so there could be a Z, a zoologist someday. And they're also in the STEM program. So each of the above, there's a name and a face of now grown-up COL alumni embedded in our hearts and minds, and we call them the Batang COL, and it's easier to keep in touch with them. I decided, actually I received an email from one of them who you'll meet later on. When I decided, okay, let me share the messages from them for you. So the graduation message today is to you from COL alumni. Listen to their voices. Okay, first, let's hear from, I decided youngest, start with the youngest. They went through 11 and 12 purely online, this group. So Macy Abad, Macy Abad is in UP now, and she says, as a literature major, the overall curriculum of senior high school helped me succeed in college because Macy from year 1, Sem 1, has been university scholar. This doesn't just pertain to simply what we learned. The workload, number of readings, and the hours spent studying have pretty much matched up with what it's like in my degree program. The workload taught me discipline and how to properly manage my time, while the heavy reading load has trained me for the even heavier load that I now have to go through on a daily basis for my courses. Makinig ha. Moreover, the training in writing has proved to be something that is useful in my degree program. My papers get very good grades, and my professors have repeatedly complimented my abilities, not only as a scholar of literature, but as a researcher as a whole. Admittedly, UP Diliman life is a lot like COLF life. The workload, number of readings, and hours spent in lectures are very similar. Thus, in adjusting to UPD life, I just continued with how I was in COLF. Given the workload, number of readings, and lectures as a whole are heavier now in UP, but COLF prepared me very well. I am actually a consistent dean's or president's lister, and my papers receive generally positive comments from my professors, with small comments here and there pertaining to what I can improve on in other papers I might make for my other majors. As a whole, I'm doing well, and it's partly because of my training in COLF that I was prepared for UP life. Another batchmate, ayaw niya pakita yung report card, umuulan ng 4, sa DLSU naman siya. Baliktad ang UP 1, DLSU 4 ang highest. Si Marco. Perhaps the COL experiences that helped me succeed the most in my college life were the occasions when I was instructed to work with people possessing different skill sets, backgrounds, values, and beliefs. The lessons I gained from these definitely helped me develop an adaptability and patience, which I still utilize in college, particularly for group activities and assignments. I like to think that I'm doing quite well right now. I'm currently enjoying my course in DLSU, and I wouldn't be had I not developed my writing and socializing proficiencies during my time in COLF. Time management, which I also learned in COLF, has also been a useful asset to me because education in college is not only secured through the individual classes themselves, but through meeting new people and allocating time for developing relationships as well. Hulaan nyo, may girlfriend kaya? Okay. Next is Andy, 6 terms university scholar. She's taking Bachelor of Sports Science, and in addition is a member of the UP PEP squad. So she trains until 10:30 at night. I've always recognized that COL had a structured environment, structured in the sense that there was a definable schedule, as well as specific rules and regulations, but also structured in a way that allowed me to discover my strengths and weaknesses through innovative means. COL has this strange but enticing mix of orderly yet heuristic to me, which has proved effective because I found my weaknesses early on in my schooling and learned to overcome or otherwise work around them. Spotting weaknesses or problem solving and finding creative solutions became a constant throughout my academic life in college. For instance, our professors consistently instruct us to have an opinion, state an argument, or reflect. Although these aren't specific examples of identifying problems, to achieve these outcomes, you must be curious enough to look for an issue, or at the very least, question it. And after identifying the problem, a process of trial and error follows. Eventually, you will find a solution or arrive at a conclusion, but you can never get there if you don't formulate any questions. I'd be lying if I said that problem solving was easy. However, it does help, and the more you practice it, the quicker you get. And right now, I can say that my academic requirements are the least of my problems. Don't get me wrong, they're still my priority, and by no means am I plowing through college with a drink in my hand and a pen in the other. But since I work quicker now, thanks to years of practice from COL, I am able to submit quality work on time, no matter the quantity. The hardest thing in college are the countless temptations away from academic responsibilities. I learned that you must catch yourself before it becomes a problem and recover as soon as you can. And if you have to take in an intractable commitment, it's as easy as identifying what factors you can control and discerning what adjustments you can make, i.e., problem solving. And then we have Justin Mendoza. Okay. Actually, this email was the one I wanted to. Okay, when she sent this to me, I thought, okay, this will be for graduation this year. It was she has studied in Benilde, and all the schools come back to us for another round of requests for transcripts and grades and so other certifications when they are graduating. So she sent me this email. I've been doing great, to be honest. College life has been absolutely enthralling and overall a blissful experience. I like to think that COLF has a lot to do with why I'm where I'm at in life right now. In fact, I'm still using a lot of the learning techniques taught in CL, and it's gotten me to the top of my game since day one. Grades have been good. I've been the president of Benilde Central Student Government, and more importantly, I've been very happy. I've garnered quite a reputation in debate, Model UN, because of how well I lead, how great my research skills have been, all thanks to you, and how well you pushed me in research class, and how amazing my public speaking skills are, which I have CL to thank for that. Aside from being the most awarded delegate in the history of the Benilde Model, United Nations, I've managed to be the chair of the UN Security Council of Benilde Model UN immediately after. I was able to compete in Paris for the Harvard World Model UN and represent the Philippines You, Teacher Fe, Teacher Joy, Teacher Ruth, and Teacher Maite have really helped me turn my life around. I talk about CL very fondly to all of my friends and my family. Sometimes I get a little emotional when I talk about my middle school and high school life in Colf because of how well you all treated me. I've blossomed and I'm still blossoming thanks to Colf. I hope you and everyone in Colf are doing well po. Hope to bump into you all in the future. Perhaps one day I can give back to CL and make you all proud. Next is Steffi Peña. Steffi did not go through K-12. Theirs was the last fourth-year high school batch, 2016. And she's now, you'll find out where. I always carry my Colf upbringing with me wherever I go. In Ateneo undergrad and now UP Law, I am always able to utilize the holistic education Colf gave me, especially when it comes to balancing my artistic side and my academic side. Colf has always encouraged multiple intelligences and embracing one's creative side, but at the same time, Colf has always provided quality education. In Ateneo undergrad especially, I was able to produce presentations and reports for my classes that are both substantial in information and creative. While others may have struggled to incorporate creativity into an academic requirement, I did it with ease thanks to my Colf background. Now UP Law has got to be the most academically challenging journey so far. Students with Latin honors, students from foreign schools, and others with fantastic backgrounds are all equalized and at the same footing because of the rigorous curriculum. Of course, it has been very fulfilling and validating to pass all my classes, but what has been most fulfilling for me is to have been able to connect with kind, smart, and loving individuals who won't treat you as competition, but instead support you and uplift you as a fellow future lawyer. I thought it would be difficult to find a sense of belonging in UP Law due to the initial online setting, but as well as the competitive nature of law school. But I feel so fulfilled to have found friendships I will cherish for the rest of my life. A year ahead of her, now, Paulina, who also graduated magna cum laude from UP undergrad. Lessons that helped me most succeed in college were how to be a responsible and proactive leader. I learned this from working in student committees and through the leadership trainings that Colf offered. This taught me that being a leader is not being above your teammates, but being the backbone of support for your teammates, as you also push them to improve the same way you push yourself. Entering college was an adjustment for me after being in one school for so long, just like my classmates from other schools. At that time, it could not be helped that all of us were shy about taking on responsibility. But because CL taught me to be proactive and responsible, I tried to bring this to all my college courses. Not because I want to be a leader, but because I want to be proactive. I want to give confidence to those around me who need a little push in order for them to become proactive members themselves. I'm currently studying medicine. What is helping me most where I am now is being more understanding of the people around me, because most problems and challenges I encountered in college and med school were usually rooted in the differences in our personal backgrounds and life experiences. So understanding how and why effective communication must be undertaken was helpful. And because Colf is an inclusive school, we were taught about respect, about when, where, and how flexibility, compromise, and collaboration are needed. Okay. Next is Sean. Okay. You'll see screenshots of email interchanges between me and Sean Gunn. Actually, this is also another inspiration for me to go back to the alumni. Sean has a long sent me a long three-page email. The short of it is, he was telling me about his experiences after. Okay. These email interchanges were when he graduated from UP Statistics as class valedictorian. Sean was magna cum laude, BS Stat. So he would send me his draft script, ask if I could comment on it, send back to him. Then he sent the video that he pre-taped kasi their ceremonies were online. Now, I think it's fast forward to somebody who applied for work after graduation. Sean had difficulty because he was applying for work at the early stage pa, lockdown pa. So he wanted to go to the Philippine Statistics Authority, but it was difficult to go out and go and seek interviews. And he had difficulty with his first job because I'll quote from him. He said that work has not only been my issue that I have to deal with during this pandemic. My passion for studying and learning new things has also dwindled during this time. This could also be my source of struggle, especially during my first job. The main reason for this is that everything had gone a bit slower during the pandemic, and I've been worrying about too many things, such as my family's physical and mental health, as well as the conducive environment within the community. Also, I had been very used to the face-to-face or classroom setup, which was a challenge during the pandemic as everything had to be done virtually. I did try to learn some skills needed for work since the lockdown, but the rate of learning had been slower due to the presence of many distractions around the house. This was unlike the classroom setup where I was completely focused on the lesson and there was room to ask questions right away. I used to enjoy statistics in college, but that appreciation drastically declined at work. I did not get to apply what I learned in school at work. This has been true for my previous job. Most of the data analyst jobs I applied for require more programming work as there is a need to clean and fix the data first, even before analysis can push through. I remember taking a preliminary exam that made use of software that was not even taught in UP. Thirdly, I realized that what I have learned in the past is mostly theoretical. Critical thinking and good decision-making are what are more necessary rather than solely relying on theory for a particular concept and application. Speaking of statistics, I remember you asked me whether I'm willing to work in COL and teach statistics for grade 11 and 12 students. If you will help me, teach me how to be a teacher, I think that will restore my joy and interest in statistics. I have much to learn about how to teach it. I know about it, but it's different to teach it. To conclude, my message is a very special thanks to you and the rest of the CL teachers and school personnel for helping me do very well in college. I hope you're doing well, as I know you're also starting to recover from the pandemic. See you soon. So after college, there are many more challenges too. Sean is not giving up. Okay, so Sean has decided to work with the family business. Okay, he says it's good, easy, manageable work, but at the same time, so maybe some of you will see him in CL when you visit. Okay, so back to this last chapter of the book. Let's go to the next slide, Renato. Okay. Like I said earlier, we ask ourselves every so often, what is there to improve in the program? And when I look back to 30 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago, I was at a parent-teacher conference at an all-boys school with the Eagle. And the Jesuit brother told me, competencies, academic skills, that's the same. That's an equal footing. I know your son studied in a different school for elementary, but there's something different about him. He's a more compassionate human being. He's a kinder person. And I guess that's what we want our students to be. But it's more challenging. He said at the time, it's more challenging to teach them to be that way. Decades later, I meet up with principals inevitably. Again, for example, Father Tito Kaluwag telling me, ikaw, I've always wanted to talk with you. Something different about your graduates who come to us for both high school and college. They're better people. They're good human beings. Okay, so Same, Philippine Science, Philippine School for the Arts. So it's always been a yardstick for us. How are they doing outside? How are they doing after golf? But always, always, while you are with us, okay, we want to make sure that we provide for you a learning environment that treats you as whole human beings. And this is one quotation I included in that book by Jerome Bruner, who was probably the most influential educational psychologist because he focused on the learner rather than the subject matter only. Whatever the limits placed on education by the demands of diversity and uniformity, there are also requirements for productivity to be met. Are we producing enough scholars, scientists, poets, lawmakers to meet the demands of our times? Moreover, schools must also contribute to the social and emotional development of the child if they are to fulfill their function of education for life in a democratic society, democratic community, and for fruitful family life. If the emphasis is what follows is principally on the intellectual side of education, it is not that the other objectives of education are less important. And from Howard Gardner, I want my children to understand the world, not just because the world is fascinating and that the human mind is curious. I want them to understand it so that they will be positioned to make it a better place. We count on you to help make the world a better place. Okay, graduates of 2023, we will see you around. Thank you. Now I would invite the teachers to join me on stage for our gift of song to the graduates. Graduates, you will be receiving a love letter and gifts from us. Let me just emphasize why we like to give you handmade gifts. These gifts are handmade by teachers and ates. Okay? Now, it used to be most teachers, now it's already the ates. Okay, the traditional community of learners Dreamcatcher graduation keychain laden with symbols, a peace sign at the center, a star, a heart, and a feather. And with it come our wishes for you. The Dreamcatcher, may it attract and then catch in its web your cherished dreams and let them slide to you through the feather. May its web protect you from the nightmares that are part of life's challenges. May you grow in commitment to helping build a world with a just and lasting peace. Peace, the peace sign. Grow with peace of mind that you are honest and true to yourself and those you interact with. Learn to build peace and help to teach peace. The heart, always remember to fill your heart with what matters most, love and affection. Stars. We have a star for you. Magic, inspiration, importance, wishes, hopes, and dreams. All these important things associated with stars also speak of what we wish for you. May you never lose your sense of magic and hope that some wishes do come true. May you have the energy to work hard each day. Work hard each day. May 1,000 stars illuminate your path as you pursue your dreams and find your niche in this world. The feather symbolizes trust, honor, strength, wisdom, power, and freedom. In spiritual terms, in different cultures, feathers are also symbols that someone or something is looking out for you, keeping you safe and enabling you on your chosen path. And it comes with it a mini friendship bracelet in COL's blue and yellow colors. Okay, so allow us to gift you with our song.
To conclude our commencement exercises, our graduates, backed up by teachers, will sing the Community of Learners song and will receive their special pabaon from their teachers who have supported and cared for them throughout their school years. Students?
As a background, the Community of Learners song was a gift to Community of Learners during our 18th anniversary by Nori and Mel Villena, who lovingly composed the lyrics and the melody. Their 6 children came to Community of Learners, 4 of whom from preschool to high school. And so we have always made it the concluding song for the Community of Learners graduation.
Take a bow, students. Congratulations!